Hey YouTube, Sweetknives here. Thanks for checking out another video. Before I begin, I just want to say thanks for all you fans that are always checking out these videos. Hope you're learning something from some of the sharpening ones, and just want to let you know I appreciate it. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. There's tons of awesome knife stuff. We cover sharpening, we cover all kinds of things like that, and we're going over some of the latest gear and some relics from the past. And this just happens to be one of those legends of the past. It's a and there's kind of a really cool story behind this one. And this, this is just how it goes for everybody, but every single person has their very first Benchmade that they ever got, ever in their whole life. And for me, this is the one right here. This is the first Benchmade that I ever got, ever. And check it out. This is the Benchmade, I always call it the Benchmade Crawford design. They made it in a couple different variations, well, several variations, lots of different handle colors. They had serrades, they had non-serrades, and then they had a smaller leopard cub one that they called. But this one came out in the mid-90s, 1990s, so it's fairly old, definitely a legend. What I really liked about this one back then, and this was probably, I don't know, like I said, somewhere around the mid-90s, I got this at a store, an actual retail store in one of the big cities. And the thing about it, at that time, there were no other knives that were as smooth as this knife, period. There wasn't. There was no knives that were this smooth. And even at the time, I remember this was, I think, 100 or a little over 100. And that was a shitload of money, believe it or not, back then, especially for me. I was a lot younger. That was a hell of a lot of money, but I wanted it and I carried it with me all the time. And yeah, that's the one. And now comes the sad part of the story. So around the mid 2000s, I needed money, right? I needed money. So what do? I went out and I sold this knife on eBay. Sold this exact knife on eBay. And I don't know what I got, 60, 70 bucks, but I needed the money. And ever since then, I've never had this knife until now again. Just happened to find one on eBay again, funny enough, and I bought it. And I got to tell you, I love it. I love this knife. This is the exact same model and style that I had back then in the mid-90s. And I wish I would have held on to the original, but like I said, I needed the money and there was nothing I could do. So I it's the way it goes. But I'm glad I got it back, and I think this is a really cool one. Like I said, everybody's got that story, their very first Benchmade knife. This is mine. This is the very first one that I ever had really even seen at that point. I had seen a couple others. I think I saw an AFAC one, the Advanced Folding Combat Knives, but I didn't really know much about Benchmade. So yeah, this is the one. I'm going to zoom in here and show you what the markings on the blade look like. As you can see, it says Bali Song, Benchmade USA. And these ones were marked like this, ATS 34. That's what they were made out of. It's only got one thumb stud on that side. On the back side, it says Crawford Design. That's who designed it, Pat Crawford. This one's in brand new condition. This is the old style clip for you guys that are, Benchmade collectors and understand this stuff. They actually used a small Phillips screw. Look at that. Now they use the other ones. A T6. That's looking at the mechanism. Liner lock. You push that, it goes down and then hits that little bearing right there. And you can see it's just super smooth knife. The handles are made out of aluminum, aircraft aluminum, 6061, I believe. And yeah, just an unbelievable knife. I love the way that feels. I love the old clips too. I love how that was stamped and it says Benchmade USA. I wish they'd go back to saying Benchmade USA on their clips. They kind of got away from that. And I just kind of like this handle. It reminded me of like brass knuckles or something like that, even though they're totally different. It's a good size knife. I like the almost like a spear point here. Super sharp tip and ultra sharp. I mean, really sharp from the factory. And I just remember, I mean, I can never get it out of my head how smooth that was. Even to this day, I mean, you feel a lot of knives and they're not that smooth. They're just, I don't know, they're just not that smooth. I'm going to show you another thing. You guys probably, I don't know, some of you know this, but some of you probably don't. I don't know how well this is going to focus. But inside here, I'm not taking it apart right now, but those are a different type of washer than what we're used to. They're not the phosphorus bronze washers. So I don't know if Benchmade, if you sent this in, if they would upgrade that, but they found that over time, the phosphorus bronze washers were a little bit better than these other ones. I forget what they call those. I don't know if they're like little, they're not rubber discs or ceramic discs. I forget what they call those, but they're a different type of disc. And they can break over time. They can break, they can get old, but for many, many years, they work. And as you can see, this one's in mint condition and it's smooth. I mean, it's smooth as hell. Love that knife. So if you ever get a chance and you see these, this is the Benchmade Crawford. I'll put the model number in the description. But awesome knife. I mean, if you ever get the chance and you want to feel a smooth knife, they made this handle too in lots of different colors. I've seen purple, white, green. I know green is a really cool color. I always like green. Black, I think maybe blue and purple, but for sure green, black, white, and pink. I don't recall seeing red. But let me know what you guys think. I mean, what have you thought of this one? And by the way, I got a couple other knives here. I'll just compare the size to, just so you can see the size difference here. I got a Spyderco Endura 4 right here, so you can see how that rates. Spyderco Endura 4 is a big knife. These are almost identical in size. I got a Griptilian type knife, except this is the Doug Ritter version. It's even, well, it's a little bit bigger than that. And I do also have a Buck 110 Alaskan Guide, which is a big knife, and it's a little bit bigger than that one as well. So you can see it's a pretty big knife. I'll show you a Swiss Army. I got a Swiss Army here. How that one rates. That's the Victorinox Hunter one. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than that. And what else do I got? I got a Gerber here. That's an idea. That's the Gerber 600. And then I got one of those little Swiss Army ones. That's how it ranks up to that. So it's a good size knife, and I really like it. I might even sharpen it. It's pretty damn sharp, but you know the deal, guys. We get these even sharper than normal people. So thanks again. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. I mean, these are awesome. Like I said, I wish I would have kept the original one, but I'm glad I got it back. And if you ever get a chance, buy one of these, because it's a sweet knife, and you can't get them anymore. I mean, they just don't have them. And I'll tell you another story. One time, the blade broke on my original one. I don't know what I was doing. Sent it back, and Benchmade actually replaced the blade for no charge. And I just thought that was an unbelievable deal. I know they don't really do that anymore because, they'll charge you a certain amount for it. But at the time they did that, and I remember that was years and years ago. And I just thought, what an awesome deal from Benchmade. That was part of their, at the time, their Life Sharp service and warranty. But they normally don't replace blades without pain, but they did that time. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Thanks for checking it out. Hope you have a great day. Let me know what you think. Bye.